What's going on YouTube? This is Atomic Kev Collectibles coming back at you all with another figure unboxing and review. Today we have the last unboxing of our Nanmu haul. Today we have the Raptor Tiger Blade here. Super excited to get into this, so let's just dive right in. And like always, if you like Jurassic Park or Jurassic World figure unboxings, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell notification so you stay up to date with all of this channel shenanigans. So starting off with the front of the box, I just love what they did here. You have this beautiful art depiction here of the figure inside. Again, the Raptor Tiger Blade is supposed to represent the Velociraptors from the Lost World. Super iconic movie, and I just love the design. It's my favorite Raptor design. I know there is a huge community in the Jurassic Park franchise that loves the tiger the tiger design from the Lost World, and I am one of them. So this figure is super special to me. Also on the front of the box, you're gonna have the 2.5 series here. This can say Raptor Tiger Blade. Has 3 slash marks up here in the right hand corner, and then you get a window of the figure inside. Man, I am salivating to get in here. I have not opened this, and the figure already looks freaking gorgeous. Side of the box, you're going to get the Nanmu Studios logo here. It's going to say Tiger Blade down here. And on the back of the box, you're going to have a beautiful picture of the figure inside. It's going to say Smart Series up here, I believe, and another Nanmu symbol. And other side of the box, you're going to have different pictures of different parts of the figure. And now that we got the box out of the way, let's go ahead and get this baby out. Like I said, I had to practice all sorts of willpower not to open this off a camera. Now, most of the time, I am able to kind of hold back and stop myself. And then there's other times where I can't. But luckily, this is one of those times that I was able to do it. So let me go ahead and reposition the camera. Be right back. So here is the figure in its plastic prison cell. You get the figure proper here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Oh, so beautiful. And I am happy to report that this figure is a lot more stiff than the Jurassic Park regular Raptor that I opened the other day. Here is the tail. You get the, as we reviewed in the other video, you get the more than useless tail stand there, or figure stand. And then you also get 2 hands here that you can go ahead and swap out. So let me go ahead and get the rest of the contents out of the box, and I'll be right back. Here is everything that you get in the box, all disassembled and nicely put out on the table. So let's go ahead and get this figure assembled. I think I can do it on camera this time. So what we're going to carefully do, we're going to reposition these arms so I don't break them, Kev. Then this should go in with a nice satisfying little pop. There we go. Cool, it's in. And there is our figure assembled. Oh man, and here is the figure all assembled and beautiful right here in front of us. So like always, let's go ahead and begin with the portrait of this thing. Look at that. That is just so gosh darn gorgeous. Now, I will say the only thing that I wish that this figure had is that in the Lost World, there is like a purplish hue that's around the eye socket. This seems to be missing that. It's kind of like a dark brown in there, or like a Mississippi mud. But that's just a very, very minor complaint. This thing is just so beautiful. Look at all of the skin texture and like just everything that you get in the snout, the nostrils. You even get the nice tiger patterns running all along this thing. Just such a beautiful Raptor. The eye decals, I mean, look at the vein work and the shiny gloss that they have on there. Just so cool. Inside of the mouth is going to be beautifully done. You get nice gummish pink color in there. Again, the teeth are going to be translucent, and they do appear to be razor sharp. Just love the way they did that. Get a nice sculpted tongue, and then you get throat work back there. The roof of the mouth is very nicely done. Then you get nice skin texture here underneath the jaw of the Raptor. I like what they did. They also included kind of like this dirty brown wash to get in and bring out all of that marvelous detail. Same thing with the other side here. You get all of that beautiful, gorgeous detail on the other side of the Raptor. Now, moving down the body here to the neck, you get those nice tiger striations there. You also get the striations in the skin, the stripes on the back of the raptor, and that continues all throughout the body of the raptor. So it is not missing any of that beautiful detail. Also love that there are skin striations here, just really nicely done. And then there's nice undershading. It's very, very subtle, but it is there. When the light catches it just right, you can see how that transitions very beautifully to the underbelly of the raptor. Looking at his hands and claws and arms here, you get nice muscle definition there. You can see his bicep and tricep work, more beautiful skin texture, and then you also get these beautifully sculpted claws. I mean, look at these things. Nice scoots on the front of the claws there as well. Those are going to be dry brushed, a very nice brown color, again to match the tiger stripes here. Going to the legs, look at these. They did a really good job. I mean, they really captured the brute strength and power that these legs have. I mean, these raptors jumped pretty darn high in the movie, and they were agile. So these these legs are just beautifully done. Got some nice legs on you, girl. Anyway, look at the bone structure here. And again, the foot is going to be beautifully painted, nicely painted scoots on there. And again, it's just very nicely done from Nanmu. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and move on to the tail. The tail is a different material. This is going to be a rubber. And again, you get nice, beautiful color here. So one complaint that I had on the Hammond collection is that when it comes to the rubber material, the paint doesn't transition well, or it doesn't translate very well. But on the Nanmu Raptor, it's very seamless. You don't see any paint differentiation there, going from the hard plastic to the soft rubber here. I am also happy to report that you get beautiful skin texture all along the tail, as well as the tiger stripes, and it goes all the way down to the tip of the tail. Looking at the underside here, you get beautiful undershading all the way throughout the figure and the tail. Now, like always, Nanmu figures, they have so many points of articulation. So let's go ahead and look at all of them here, okay? So starting with the head, you get nice articulated jaw movement, as you can see there, opens and shuts. Also, the skull, or the top of the head, has a nice up and down here. So let me go ahead and show that off. Then you get this middle joint here on the raptor. So let me hold everything still. Nice little swivel and almost like a ball joint. Then you have the base of the neck here, very stiff. Love that. It's not falling over, and it tends to stay wherever you put it. But again, that is on a swivel and ball joint. You also get a ratchet joint here, so you can go ahead and swivel this around, rotate it. You have a nice joint here at the elbow. That's just going to be a forward and back motion. The wrists, oh gosh, let's talk about the Nanmu wrists. They make me so nervous. They're so stiff, but you do get an up and down motion here, as you can see. Again, I'm not going to push too much on those wrist joints because they scare me on the Nanmu figures. I'm not going to lie, they're super thin. Moving on to the middle portion of the body, you do get it's there, granted, but you do get a nice little joint there, so you can go ahead and rotate this. There you go. So as you can see, it does go wiggle back and forth there. Also on the hips, so let's take a look at them hips. You do get a nice little swivel here and a rotation, and that is going to be the case for both legs. As you can see, there you go. Man, the trick is getting this guy to balance after you're done. Moving on to the legs, you do get a nice little crunch joint actually right here. So this can move forward and back. It is really stiff on my figure, I will note. You also get a nice ankle joint here. So this kind of rotates to wherever you need it to go. Again, on this one, it's a little bit more loose. And then the toe joints, look at that. You can go ahead and do a nice little swivel on those toe claws there. Moving on to the tail, you get a nice little ball joint here in the tail. And then as I mentioned before, this tail is a rubber with a bendy wire inside. So you can pose this however you want. So there, look at that. Nice little bend there, or you can go ahead and give it a nice curve. There you go. Make it look a little bit more natural instead of that kind of stiff, straight look. I think I'll pose them like that. Now, very quickly, I just wanted to do a quick side-by-side comparison with the other Nanmu Raptor here. This is the Shadow Blade next to the Tiger Blade. They are the same size, which I believe is accurate. I know that they are the same size in the movies, but really beautiful. They pair very darn well if you like collecting Velociraptors from Jurassic Park. Here's another quick side-by-side comparison I wanted to bring to your attention. This is the Iron Studios Just the Two Raptors next to the Nanmu figure. Now, I do own the Lost World Iron Studios Velociraptor that I've shown on the channel before. It's just not here at the house at the moment. It's in storage. But just wanted to bring a quick representation. I do know the tail on that thing is extraordinarily long. So I would say it's longer than it is on the Nanmu Raptor, but still something for you guys. Food of thought. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's go over some quick side-by-side comparisons. Nanmu, Iron Studios again, Mattel Ford Explorer, Mattel Jeep Wrangler, Mattel Real Fill Triceratops, Mattel Legacy Velociraptor, Mattel Raptor Cage, Mattel JP Worker, Mattel Legacy Robert Muldoon, Hammond Collection Allosaurus, Lab Lockdown T-Rex, Hasbro Extreme Camo T-Rex, Camp Cretaceous T-Rex, Mattel Real Fill T-Rex, Power Devour T-Rex, Extreme Chompin' Spinosaurus, Hammond Collection Spinosaurus, Compy. Final thoughts on this guy. This thing is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I love that you can pose this thing in some foliage and it looks just absolutely menacing. If you are a fan of the Lost World Velociraptor design like I am, this right here is a must-have. So I picked mine up from the secondhand market on eBay because I missed out on these guys. I know they originally retailed for around the $50 mark, and unfortunately I had to pay a little bit of a premium on the secondhand market. But in my opinion, it was well worth it because you can do some pretty awesome things with this guy. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Remember, if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you stay up to date with all of this channel's unboxings and shenanigans. Up next, we are going to go ahead and review the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus, the custom that I have been showing you guys in the side-by-side comparisons. Really excited for that. You guys do not want to miss that review. Then after, we are going to go ahead and do the Bandai Movie Monster Series Kiryu. I know I promised that in the last video, but I want to get some Jurassic Park ones before I do more Godzilla ones. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.